All right, so in this assignment, we'll try to learn how to draw perpendicular lines. So now the steps. So let's say if you have 2 points, A and B, right? And you want to draw the perpendicular line. So I'll just give you I'll draw a different diagram here just to give you an idea of what I want to do. So the perpendicular line will be this one. How do we draw this? Right? How do we draw this? What do you think we should do here? Just given a line and you want to draw a perpendicular line. So, for example, you've got a wall, right? So treat AB as a wall. And you want to place a nail right in the middle but perpendicular to it. So it will be somewhere here, right? This nail. How could you place this exactly that it's in the middle but also perpendicular? So let's see how to do it in 2D, and we can extend those ideas to 3D also. So let's remove this line. Okay. So step 1. Draw circle at A with radius AB. So let's measure AB and draw a circle at A. So we'll get a circle like this, something like this, right? And then we do the same thing at B. Draw a circle at B with radius AB. So now we'll get a different circle, which will be over here. So I'll show it in a different color. So like this. Sorry for the drawing, but that's what your circle will look like. Kind of. Okay, not exactly. You get the point. So there are these two intersecting points. If we join these 2 points, we'll get this line which is at the midpoint and also intersects at 90. So our main task is to achieve this. Sometimes you might have a diagram of this sort where you've got A and B, and the perpendicular should go through point C. Okay, so you want this line. So let's remove it for the meanwhile, and then we'll go through the steps. So how can you ensure this line exists, right? So to do this question, we'll do a few IXLs, and we'll get a clearer picture of where we are drawing the circles and how are we drawing the circles. All right, so let's go to an IXL. Okay, so we've got a few IXLs over here. So I'll do a few questions and then we'll determine how to get through with it. So this has a few circles. It might seem a little complicated, but let's see what's the question and then we'll try to determine what's happening. So the diagram below shows a nearly completed construction of a line through A that is perpendicular to BC. So we want, there's this line BC like this, and we've got point A, and we want it to be perpendicular. So B is somewhere here in the diagram. This is what we are looking for. So we've already drawn a few circles. Now, I want to show you the few circles that we've drawn, right? So we've obviously taken B as the center and C, this point, sorry, D as the radius. B is center, D as the radius, and we drew this circle, right? So this circle is coming through that. Then we took D as the center and B as the radius, and we drew this circle. Right? So both of them intersect at point E. And then what did we do here? So we took A as center and we took B as radius. So we got this point, this circle with D and B. Okay? So what all did we do? These were the steps. So circle at B, radius is BD. Circle at D, radius BD again, but the points have changed. So from B it went to D. So when I say circle at B, I'm saying like center is B, okay? And then the third step is circle at A, and radius is AB. So now I got all these point of intersections. I'm going to remove some drawings from here just to make it clearer. And now we've got to draw a perpendicular. So we've already marked A and E. We already have those points. Now what we need to do is just join them with a line segment. So let's join A and E with a line segment. So we'll get this line. Now this line is perpendicular to DBC. It passes through A, and let's submit this answer. Okay. Let's try another one. All right. So we've got this. Let's erase this entire thing. Okay. So now we've got a number of points, right? So let's see what all circles we can identify from here. Once you identify the circles, you'll get a better idea about what is constructed. Okay, so what all do we have? Obviously, this is A as center, and AB or AC is the radius, so that's this circle, right? Then let's try the other ones. This one is center B and radius BC, so we get this. And then this is center C and radius BC again, so we get E and D, and A is the midpoint, right? So the diagram below shows a nearly completed construction of a line through A that is perpendicular to AB. Complete the construction. So here again, we've got to just draw the line segment from D to E, and that's where we get our point or our line. Okay, now here we've got a partial construction. So the diagram below shows a partly completed construction of a line through A that is perpendicular to BC. So we want a line through A but perpendicular to BC. So we've got a few circles over here. So the first one that we have is center A, radius AB. And you can always identify these by using your iPad. Go to circle, so you'll see that. And then you click on, see there, you get that same circle that we've been talking about. So center A, radius AB. That's the green circle you can see. Okay, then what other circle do we have? Now we have B as the center and D as our radius. So we have that circle, right? And now I'm drawing another one. So now I get this other circle. So these are the three circles we've got. Center B, radius DB. And now I just drew this. Center D, radius DB. And now you'll see two intersecting points, right? Here. You join A with these two intersecting points, and that's what we are looking for. That's the perpendicular. So let's mark these points. Let's go here. Let's mark the point, right? And let's go to line segment and join A to this point. And that's our perpendicular. Submit, and there you get. And you get a lot of points. See, I just did 3 questions and I'm already at 73. Okay. So, what all do we have over here? So we are looking for the diagram below shows a partly completed construction of a line through A that is perpendicular to AB, right? So we are looking for, let's remove, this was from the previous question. So this is what we are looking for. So we've got a line like this, CB, and we have a point A. We are looking for this line. So right now we know a few things. Let's see what all we have. So the smaller circle right here is center A, radius AB or AC. So that's drawn. And then we drew center B and radius BC. Now we need the third circle. So that would be center C and radius BC. So let's draw that. There we go. And if you tap it again, then it gives you the circle. So now you get these two line segments over here. So, sorry, you get these two intersecting points. If you join those, that will pass through A and it will also be perpendicular. So let's join those. See that? That's the line we want. There's a perpendicular. Let's hit submit. And great job. I'm already at 83. Okay. Now, what about something like this? So this was the question that I posed in the beginning. Let's solve this using the tools we have. So we have a partly completed construction of a line through A that is perpendicular to BC. So we have a few things here. We already drew one circle, and that circle is center A, radius AB, or radius AD. So we've drawn this. This is already on your diagram right now. Now we need two circles. So this is what we are looking for. So ideally you've got your line like this and there's a point A and you want this intersecting line. So we need two circles. Okay? So let's draw those two circles. So the first one will be, let's start with D and radius B, right? So we get that line. And then do the same thing with B and radius with BD. There you go. So now we got that line. And then we can mark these points right here. So now what did I do? Like in this case, I just did the center B, radius BD, and then I did center D, radius BD. Right? And then now I mark these 2 points up here, this one and this one, and I'm going to join it to A with the line segment. So I got my perpendicular line. Let's hit submit, and then I'm already in the zone, right? So you guys can try a few questions. Good luck, and I'm sure you'll get it correct. Keep watching this if you need any assistance, and you'll get through with it.